Have you ever wondered how we can get sensors data like acceleration gyroscope in Flutter application? So by making use of Flutter application, we can get the data of a mobile device sensors like acceleration gyroscope easily by making use of a plugin. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn how we can achieve it. So let's get started. So over here in my Android Studio IDE, I have created a new Flutter project and named it as Flutter Demo Sensor Plus, and I have just added few lines of code like just simply a text title, the app title, app bar, and the body. In the body I have just gave a stack position widget, and then over here I have just added a text. Okay, so over here we are going to show the sensors data like acceleration gyroscope. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, we must go to pubspecification.yaml file, and under dependency section over here you need to add a package, that is sensor plus. Okay, so just add it and hit this pub get button, or you can just enter flutter pub get from the terminal. If you are using VS Code, then you just need to go to terminal and enter flutter pub get. So both the things are the same thing. Okay, so you can see the package got installed as an external library. Okay, so now you can use it by importing simply. Okay, so you can just import it over here, import sensor plus. So now let's make use of it. So first of all, here as soon as my app launches, so this is my launch screen, sensor screen. Okay, so here is the stateful widget, and over here we have a init method. So before getting started with the acceleration, so let's understand the basic functionality of this, and then let's show it over here. So I'm going to just print the data that we get from the hardware device sensor devices. So over here I'm going to make use of a method called as user acceleration event stream dot listen, and over here we must pass a timer, sensor timer dot normal interval, and here we must pass two parameters basically. One is a function that will calculate our data from the sensors, and another is the error. So in some case that there might be some devices that might not have few sensors, so in that case it might throw an error. So we must make use of this both functions. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so here on error I will just capture it in variable e and then just simply print it. Okay, so basically we are not using it, we can just print it over here, whatever is the error. Okay, so this was the first parameter. Okay, and then we need a function. So let's create a function, user stream event, just give a comma. Okay, sorry, I just mistyped it. So it's user acceleration event. Okay, and then just print the event. Okay, so let's print it and let's check what data we get in this particular event. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stop my application running over here and reinstall it. Okay, so the app got installed. Let's check the logs. Okay, so you can see over here I am getting the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and the timestamp. Okay, so basically we are getting this data. You can see I'm just moving my mobile device and it is getting me this particular data. Okay, so now let's do a thing, that is printing this particular data over here. Okay, so simply what I can do, I can just create a variables over here, and initially I will just set it to 0.0. okay, and then let's use this variable in this print statement. X is equal to x. Okay, so $/n, next line, y is equal to $y, next line, z is equal to. Okay, so basically we are just printing this variable over here. Okay, so we get this. So now we must change this variable as per the sensors data. So what we can do, we can just simply do x is equal to event dot x-axis. So we saw the data, so we have this particular data over here. So event dot x-axis, y is equal to event dot y-axis. So variable is not found. Okay, yeah, I got it. Sorry. So over here I have just gave it, so I just need to make it initialization over here. So now if I refresh my application, you will see this whole data. So now I want to just trim it. I don't want to show all this minor data. I just want to trim it like 0.001. Let's do it now. So for that, over here, when I'm printing this text in this text field, over here, dot toString as fixed, and here I can just give 2. Okay, so the same thing for y and z. So we have another sensor, that is gyroscope, that is mostly used outside the world. Okay, so let's make use of it. How we can use it, let's check it out. So over here I will just change this tag to list view so that I can show in a list order, and I can just remove this position. Okay, instead that I can just make use of simple text widget over here. Okay, and then I will just copy this thing and paste it over here, and I will just change it to gyroscope x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Okay, so now create another function that will handle gyroscope data. So for this I will just create another variable separately for gyroscope xg. I can just name it something like this, xg, yg and zg. And then here let me make use of the function gyroscope function similar to this thing. So here gyroscope event. Okay, and here sampling period sensor interval dot normal interval. Okay, and then we must make use of listen method. So as I said, we must pass two data over here. One is on error and another is a function. On error, like this, I can just print the error, whatever it is. Okay, and here I need another function to be created. Okay, so let's create that function. So the function is gyroscope event, and then just use this thing. Okay, so now if I print this event, I will just get the gyroscope data. Okay, so let me stop this print statement and print this thing. Refresh. So don't worry about this, we just need to attach it. So whatever is acceleration, it is showing over here because I have not implemented this. Okay, so now you can see over here gyroscope event is getting printed. So I can just do the same thing, set state, and apply it over here. Set state xg, yg and zg, the variable that we have created. So we are going to just assign the event to this variable, and we can make use of this variable to be shown in the text field. Okay, so I will just hot refresh. So the application got started and you can see the data is getting shown over. So this is how we can implement sensors in our Flutter applications. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Protocoders Point. Thank you.